Alright fellas, what's going on? Denonu here, the man with black privilege, and in this video here, we're going to be talking about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 3, Episode 5. And in this episode, we finally got to see the backstory as far as what happens to Simmons when she gets trapped on this alien planet. We get to see that 6-month gap where she was missing and had to survive on this planet while everybody was looking for her and things like that. And we had a couple curveballs get thrown our way. I like the fact that it kind of showed her going through being isolated, because it showed her from like when she first got there, what she did, and then like it had like a little like not hour by hour, but it would give you timestamps as far as like how long she's been, and at this time it would be like 12 hours, and then like something else would happen and it would be like, all right, now it's 30 hours. What you doing? And it kind of sort of gave you like a time lapse experience as far as what happened to her. And that was done pretty good. It showed you how she found water, she found food, things like that. And that was something that even in my last review where I was talking and explaining that it just wasn't believable to me how she could have survived for 6 months. I mean, it would be different like if she was, let's say, like a survivalist, or let's say somebody who was, let's say, military trained to survive in different environments, things like that. And I know she probably had some kind of S.H.I.E.L.D. training, but she wasn't the kind of character to have done, or let's say could survive in an environment like that. So it did kind of make sense, and it was a mean curveball that when you actually found out that she wasn't the first person stuck on this planet. And you eventually find out that this other astronaut was there out of nowhere, you know, and he was more, he had that NASA training. So he was surviving and he was stuck on this planet for like 15 years. So it did kind of make sense as far as she wasn't by herself, and she was with somebody who knew how to survive and all of that kind of sort of stuff. So made it more believable. One thing I will say, though, is maybe because it's a TV show and not a movie, but to me, how should I put this? Her desperation didn't seem all that believable. When she got there, when she was stuck there for a long period of time. I know in movies, they tend to do that a little bit better and make it more believable, but I know by this being a TV show, maybe they filmed it a bit differently, or maybe it's stylized a little bit different. So maybe since it was so short, it just that her desperation on screen just didn't seem believable to me. You could tell it was all makeup and everything. It's like, I know it's fake, I know it's a television show and all that, but still, movies tend to do that a little bit better. I was hoping to see that done a little bit more, but maybe since it was so short, maybe they didn't want to drag it out and have that be like a main plot point for the season. But they did kind of jump into and explain a little bit more about this presence that she is experiencing, and I'm hoping that later on in the TV show, as the episodes go on, because earlier in the season, they kind of made it seem like whatever this presence was followed her back from this planet. So you don't know if this presence is going to kill her or not. You don't know what's going on. And they made it look like the presence came back with her. And on this planet, the astronaut that was there kind of explained a little bit more about it, because for some reason, and I wish they would have explained it a little bit better, is that somehow NASA had the monolith before S.H.I.E.L.D. got their hands on it, and they sent in a team of astronauts trying to exploit this other planet for resources and other things. And whatever this presence was, the guy explained that it would get into the mind of people, make them violent and make them crazy to where they would like try to kill each other. And that's exactly what happened. Like one guy jumped off a cliff, he said. Somebody else attacked and killed the fellow astronauts and then tried to attack and kill him. And then to defend himself, he, had to kill the guy. And it kind of sort of, they never explained fully like what this presence is. They showed it a couple times. It looks like a worn out astronaut suit surrounded by mist and sand and stuff. So I'm assuming they're going to explain it as the series goes on. Maybe people in S.H.I.E.L.D. are going to start, acting crazy, and then it's something that they have to deal with or figure out how to deal with later on in the season, or maybe towards the end. That's what I'm assuming. But it ended off with the episode of pretty much the astronaut guy keeping the creature busy to allow Simmons to escape. And this was after they like had their little passionate moment together when they tried to, make it back to the portal, and they realized that they couldn't make it, and their one way out, or they were going to send a message back to the portal, but then like they missed their window. Portal closed up before they can get a message through, so they was all disheartened and stuff. And I think at the end of the episode, when Fitz actually opened the portal and was trying to get her back, the creature showed up. So both of them couldn't leave, and he decided to keep the creature busy to allow her to escape. So he was still stuck. One thing that bugged me, though, and maybe they kind of led you to believe that, let's say, she was telling Fitz what was going on. And I guess at the end of the episode, she was crying because I don't know if she felt guilty for having that passionate night with the guy that was on the planet after, when she realized she was going to be stuck there, and she was crying and stuff, and Fitz didn't say nothing, and she wanted him to say something. Maybe she felt guilty about it because she knows he has feelings for her. But then it kind of sort of jumped into where he went right to the computer and was like, yeah, we're going to get him back. So I don't know if they kind of meant it to seem that kind of way, or maybe that's just the way they did it, and that's just another curveball of like, hey, look, it's not what you expect. He wasn't, because it made it seem like he was angry and stuff. Like they didn't have him say nothing, but maybe it's just one of those things, like I said, where they just, they don't want to jump into, oh, you slept with that guy and have him be angry that you did and all that shit. So, but anyway, guys, let me know down below in the comments how you guys were feeling the episode, or if you have anything to say to me about, the show in general. Because like I said, I love watching this TV show. I love debating and interacting with you guys in the comments. So, as always, my name is Denonu, the man with black privilege, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.